The Loaded Couch, episode 61. Finally, I'm getting my girly beers. Stanley the Perv, comfy couch reviews. PS4 fans are seriously crazy. Questions from fans. Beer.
Reach in at your own risk. This is the Loaded Couch.
All right, we're back, episode 61 of the Loaded Couch. Oh, wow, I just totally messed it up, but whatever, we're going to keep going. Let's get started with the beer mash. Celtic, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking, excuse me, the Mermaid Pilsner from Coney Island Brewing. It's a Pilsner lager. They're out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and Brengsville, PA.
Okay.
It's like a collaboration with the Boston Beer Company, it says.
So is there like a different Coney Island that I'm thinking of?
That's what I was just thinking.
Exactly.
We're going to bring you a Coney Island beer from Ohio.
When I was filling out the sheet here that we keep track of things, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, New York, Coney Island. I'm like, Cincinnati, what the hell is this? But no, it's really good. I'm almost done with my first bottle before we even
Warm?
start.
Is it good warm or cold?
I'm curious to see if it chills up a little more.
In your hand?
Put it in the freezer?
I didn't, but I know my fridge here at the house is a lot colder than the one at the store.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because you have nothing but the best.
Pidge,
best.
what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the year you guys graduated college, class of 88 Barleywine. A North Coast Brewing collaboration with Rogue Ales and Spirits. It's a barley wine ale. They're from Fort Bragg, California. It's a deep amber color, and it's 10% alcohol, and I love me some barley wines.
Okay. Myself, I'm trying to clean out my fridge. So I'm finishing off that Palo Santo Maron. I still don't get that. Mayron, yeah. Dogfish Head Brown Ale, Milton, Delaware, 12% alcohol. So, right in the beer news. What's up?
Hold on, can you guess what glass I'm drinking out of? Ready?
Oh, let's see. Sounds shallow. Sounds like it's got a tiny stem on it. I'm going to say a tulip glass.
Snifter.
Was I right with the shallow? I was right with the shallow. Okay,
Yeah, and it does have a stumpy leg.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Beer news. New craft beers aim to appeal to ladies and Pigeon. Though women already account for the consumption of about 32% of craft beer, the industry would like to increase that number by introducing more alcoholic beverages, or bevies, that specifically cater to a more feminine audience.
Cherries.
So in other words, they should just reach out to Pigeon and get his
Feedback.
his feedback on all the beers he drinks.
Well, the funny thing is,
I know what the ladies like.
yeah, you don't have to reach out. You can just listen here and find all the fruit beers that have gotten yays from Pidge.
Okay, well, I'm gonna.
You guys would yay all of them too. Shut up.
Yeah, I want to interject real quick here. So
Sure.
I know last week we did a brown ale as our choice for the week. We didn't really do one this week, but how about next week? I was thinking we do a cider beer of choice.
No.
Yep. So we're
You're buying it then.
you're gonna buy it.
I'm bringing all bunch of good beers up. We're gonna go and ruin it with a cider beer.
Yeah, so we're gonna do cider beer, or if you want, like, you could do a gluten-free beer.
Oh my gosh. I was just gonna say I'm surprised you're not gonna say gluten.
Crazy thing is those gluten beers are expensive.
Yeah, I had the
comparison.
Dogfish one. There's a gluten beer. It's like a Trois Saisonal or something. It's not that good.
SodaStream has announced the release of its new home beer system, the Beer Bar. The brand is an exciting concept of making a quality home crafted beer using sparkling water and a unique beer concentrate brewed to perfection.
Was it like powder in a bag or something?
That's disgusting.
Insta beer.
So wait, so you're using the sparkling water to give it the carbonation taste?
Yeah, it's like those emergency vitamin packets, but it's beer, and you're just gonna add it into your sparkling water.
Yeah,
probably.
so it's like a bouillon cube of beer.
Have you guys ever had like a SodaStream soda?
I have not. No.
No.
I can't imagine this tasting good.
Uh,
On the website, they're like talking it up like it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's like, oh, it's so good. It's the light blonde ale. You know, it's going to be great and it's going to be huge.
Now, is SodaStream something big?
Yeah, that's that home soda kit. You ever see like where you punch down into the bottle and it's like got the carbonation tube?
No idea.
Yeah, you make your own soda, essentially.
Okay. TV and movie talk. Movies, let's get started with that. Paige, what'd you watch?
I started watching Sicario.
Just started.
And
How the hell do you fall asleep, especially during a movie like that?
Hey, listen, asshole, I'm not even done talking. So you shut your whore mouth. We were doing we were streaming from my PC to the Xbox 360, and I don't know what it was. Ever since I got an update in my router, it's not even registering my PC now. I got to figure something out. I could, make a DVD and put it on, but I'm just trying to. I've been using my old PC as I think it's like a DNLA server or something like that.
Celtic,
to stream it.
To kind of, sorry to cut you off, Pitch, to kind of answer the question that you were going with how you can fall asleep. I watched Lucy and Into the Woods. I watched them with Whiskers, and she fell asleep with both of them. So I ended up watching Lucy, the first half with her, the second half by myself. But then,
she got mad at you.
No, but then Into the Woods, again, same thing. I watched the first half with her and the second half by myself. But then I ended up watching the second half with her the next night. Because I don't understand how you can do it. Once a movie's on, it's like I have to watch it, even if my eyes are bloodshot and red and I'm like tired as can be.
Yeah, but dude,
I have to finish it for some reason.
Yeah, you can't break the rhythm of the movie. You gotta power through it.
Yes, I understand, but when you're shit drunk and you're falling asleep, I can't stay up. I can't.
Okay.
You're telling me you're shit drunk and you can stay up to watch a movie?
Well, I don't get shit drunk when I go watch a movie, so
you're not having fun.
Therein lies your problem.
Well, Calc, what movie did you watch?
You're not having fun then, you piece of shit.
Now, real quick, Scotch, what did you think of Into the Woods? I was not a fan of it.
I didn't mind it for what it was. I think it was.
Wasn't Johnny Depp in it?
Yeah, he was the big bad wolf. He was. I think
he was a bad wolf.
If you went into it with the mindset that it was going to be a musical, which it was, I'd have to say, because it was music for 3/4 of the movie. I didn't mind it. I mean, for what it was, the story was a little bit weird. It was a little bit long. The way it ended was strange in comparison to the typical Disney fairy tale stories that were originally told for what this was supposed to be a collaboration of, like Cinderella. What was the Tangled one with Rapunzel, Little Red Riding Hood, which I don't know if that's a Disney story originally or not. What else was there? Calc, you saw it.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Anyway, it was like a collaboration of all the Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah, it was a big mix of all the
right, and the stories they kind of mixed together
tales.
pretty well. But like I said, it seemed a little bit long, and the ending was a lot different than what I was expecting. Like it wasn't the 3-tier happy ending that you typically expect from a Disney fairy tale.
Yes, it was very, very long-winded, I thought, and it didn't keep my attention like a movie like Maleficent or something like that.
Sure, yeah. But I mean, for being the musical that it was supposed to be, I didn't think it was that bad.
Got a little Emily Blunt theme going on here with the movies too.
Yeah.
I watched 13 Hours. Actually, her husband was in that movie.
Emily Blunt's husband?
Yeah, from The Office. What's his name?
John Krasinski or something?
Yeah, something like that. It was the 13 Hours about
the Michael Bay movie.
Michael Bay about Benghazi, and I watched Dirty Grandpa.
Are you a VIP member with Xbox Video?
No, but I should be.
Yeah, you should.
13 Hours we watched over Memorial weekend.
Okay,
good.
Yeah, it was really good. Gets you uber pissed off.
At Hillary Clinton?
Well, without getting political, regardless of Hillary, you take the whole Hillary thing out. It's you watch something like that, and every person that was in a higher command, regardless if it was her or generals or whomever they be, they should have really been put on a trial of some sort. I mean, there's no reason. If the information given in that movie with once they came under attack and those SEALs asked for support within the first half hour and the Air Force in Italy said it would take them 3 hours to get there, they still fought for another 10 hours that they didn't need to fight for.
Every time I hear like Benghazi and any news from there, all I can think of is Hillary Clinton on like the trial. She's like, "What difference does it make?"
Yeah,
You're stupid ass.
Scotchy, I know you watched Lone Survivor with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
It gives you that type of feeling, like it's very patriotic, very you appreciate the soldiers and what they do.
Yep.
But in the same breath, you also get a little frustrated and aggravated with the whole rules of the engagement, and we need clearance for this, and it's like when your people are dying and they're under fire like that, you do whatever to save them.
Right.
What is your brother's a veteran? What does he think about the rules of engagement?
Well, he's got some some interesting input on it, from his year in Iraq and stuff. But you'll see that in this movie. You can hear him over the radio. They're like, "Do not fire until they fired at you," and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
That's stupid.
I'm like, I see a weapon and it goes up. He's getting dropped. I'm not waiting for him to shoot.
Yeah, because your
at me.
accuracy is what, like 300%?
My KD's off the chart, man.
Dude, you're like Abraham from The Walking Dead.
And real quick, we watched Dirty Grandpa with Zac Efron and Robert De Niro.
Oh, Zac Efron's so hot.
I highly recommend getting the unrated version. Robert De Niro is hysterical. I recommend it. It has some slow parts and really stupid parts, but the funny stuff highly outweighs it.
All right.
The next installment of in the Friday the 13th film franchise is moving forward and will reportedly serve as an origin story for Jason Voorhees. Which one of you guys has followed kind of all of the Jason Voorhees movies?
I think I got lost after Camp Crystal or
Crystal Lake?
Crystal
Lake?
Lake.
Yeah. They went to space and stuff. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I watched the first two a long time ago, but like you just said, Pigeon, I mean, dragging it on all the way up into space and stuff. This is a cool idea, though. Like, I don't think...
Yeah, if they get a good director to direct it and good writers.
Yes, yep. I'm very interested in knowing how Jason Voorhees became, what he was.
Yeah.
The film...
Hopefully it's, like, super dark.
Well, of course. I mean, well, yeah, I guess with the last few
like
kind of being a little bit cheesy.
Yeah.
Cheesiest. The film will provide context for Jason's actions and explore the character's motivations. You kind of have to understand Jason Voorhees, so we go back and we kind of start it over and work our way forward, he explained.
I'd be interested if like some of our listeners just gave us a quick tweet about like what their favorite Friday the 13th was.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
1 through 15. Which one?
Exactly.
Yeah, there has been a bunch. Producer Bill Fuller, I think that's the person who gave us the last quote, had said that a script from...
Brad Fuller.
What did I say?
Bill.
Nice. Brad
Or
Fuller
Brule.
said that a script from Prisoners writer Aaron Guzikowski
Nice.
is complete, and the story has great characters.
That Prisoners movie was really good.
Let me guess. It has a token black character, a young girl with big boobs, a brunette, and a blonde.
No.
Great.
I think they'll show what his life was before he became that, and I guess during his torturing,
Okay.
Yeah, well, because I thought, I mean, again, I'm
and
not
then
a
his
big,
motivation.
I'm not a big follower and pro on it, but I thought Voorhees drowned as a younger child in the
Yes.
lake. So
Yeah. John Carpenter threw some shade on Friday the 13th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was just saying like it would the 80s were like the horror generation because they saw that Halloween made all this money on this low budget,
Right.
and then they just wanted to capitalize, and they just got the younger audience, and they just made like 15 of them.
With Jason.
That's why the horror
or
genre
the Friday
went
the
away.
13th.
Friday the 13th.
Right. All right. Stan Lee recently discussed his cameo in Deadpool, joking that he's damn mad about his strip club appearance in Fox's R-rated flick. He says, I don't know if I should tell you the truth about the cameo. I was not in the topless dance place. I did that in a studio, and then they put it into the movie, and I'm damn mad about that. And then he jokingly goes on to continue saying, I made them promise that he made them promise, that he'll actually be on location the next time.
He wants to go to Shaky Butts live.
I was going to say, that's what he's more pissed about. He's pissed about the fact he didn't get to experience it.
Yeah, not that he was in that.
Yeah, that's why he's mad. He wanted to be in the real place with the real boobies.
Why the hell not? What is he? He's 90 now, right? 91? 90? 90.
I think he's 107.
No, he's not, you jackass.
93.
Is he 93 now?
He was born in 22. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, wow. Yeah, why the hell not, man? Enjoy yourself at that age. All right, let's get into the Comfy Couch review.
You think he still gets boners?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to tell you what my great grandfather, my grandfather said about that.
Do it. Tell it.
What was it? You were, I think Whiskers and my mom were helping him move in when he first moved up here, and he happened to, I don't know how he got talking about this, but he had mentioned something about the fact that it's just like a 3-inch flap of skin that hangs between his legs that he pees out of. It's like, ew.
Dude, my wife's grandfather, up until like he died, he was the horniest freak ever.
Yeah?
He would like tap all the waitresses' butts. He would just like, he would go, man, I can't wait till I get her home, huh?
Oh my God.
Gosh. Yeah, he was. I don't know, man.
30% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the flap of skin.
So, in the Comfy Couch review, we watched Look Who's Back.
With hashtag Hitler, right?
Yeah, Calc, you want to lead us off on this?
Yeah. Again, I think I watched it like the second or third night after we picked it, but the premise is it's Adolf Hitler wakes up 70 years in Germany, 70 years later, thinking he's still in 1945. It's very stylistic, a lot like the What We Do in the Shadows movie, kind of like a documentary shot style. I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, the subtitles was a little rough, but I did get a kick out of the scene at the dog park. I don't know if you saw up to that point.
Yes, I watched the whole thing.
But I thought it was funny. I mean, it had some slow moments. It got very political at times. But again, it was shot in Germany, and that's what they're going through right now. So, yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
I have to. Every time I tried to watch it, I was too drunk, and it was very hard to read and follow at the same time. So I will definitely watch it, but I didn't get to watch it this month.
Yeah, no, it is. It's funny, and I know Scott, you would agree with this, but a lot of the Hitler preaching sounded very much like a Donald Trump political.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just actually writing in for my review. This looked like his campaign speech in movie form.
Yeah.
Why do you think everybody thinks Trump's going to be the next dictator?
Yeah, it was. But again, too, like I could see that connection. I understood it, but I kept also realizing that a lot of the stuff I read, this is how the German people feel, with things going on too. So
well, they actually at the end of the movie, it wasn't just the German people that felt that way that they were playing into. Like he was saying, this is a world that I can be a part of, because it had like a lot of the American, people saying, oh, we hate the immigration, persons or people that are coming into the country, want them out. We want to just like kind of, and same thing with Germany. They don't want all the immigrants, and a lot of the other countries in that EU that don't want the immigrants coming into their countries, because one person was saying that they thought it was dumbing down their country as a whole.
Yeah, it was. I mean, some of the stuff was pretty brutal, but it was, it was interesting. But again, it's a comedy. It was funny. I liked the dog park scene. I liked when he first came to, and he's like asking the guy, he's like, how come nobody raises their hand anymore?
Oh yeah, I saw that beginning. Yeah.
He's like, can I get just a little one? And he's like raising his hand a little bit,
Yeah.
And it had its moments.
Right.
It was funny.
So thoughts, Pitch, from what you saw, you want to finish it?
Yeah, I think I will go back and I will finish it. I only watched like the first 20
Would
minutes.
you recommend
like I said. From the first 20 minutes, sure.
All right, Kelk.
Yeah, I would recommend it because it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
We actually we're talking about it at work today.
I guess it's a hard sell just because of the not that I don't like reading, but with the subtitles, it was comical. But I don't know if it was comical enough to sell to have somebody read through that the entire time.
Yeah, you ever guys ever see what is it, Valkyrie with Tom Cruise?
Yes, I have it.
No, I didn't.
They did an amazing thing in the beginning. It was all German, and then it was English subtitles, and then they started.
I did see that.
Yeah, they started intertwining English and German words, and then it eventually just all went to English.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. That's
yep.
the one where
They
he tries
should
to
just
drop
do
the
that.
bomb off at the compound, right? Kill all the leaders. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean they should just do that, like intersperse it to make it to English.
Well, I
yeah,
think
but
it was
I think it was shot in Germany, right? Is that
Yeah,
what
I
you're
think it
gonna
was
say, Scott?
German produced and all German
It's
actors
the
and everything else.
Germans.
Yeah.
Oi.
But it was based off of a book, I think, as well, right?
Yes.
The
yes.
movie was, yeah. All right, so we got a Frog of Destiny pick again for a new movie. Pidge, you got the frog already with his broken lip.
Shaking up, shaking up.
He's gonna lose his mind when it's me again.
I know. Here it is. It's me. Yes.
All right, so we'll get you some time to look through the movies and make a decision.
Yeah. I'll make a decision in the next segment.
All right, Calc, what'd you watch for TV this past week, I should say?
Real quick, Game of Thrones. Don't want to give any spoilers. I'm still digging this season. I like it a lot.
I think this last episode is going to set up for something huge.
Yeah.
Next episode.
No, I mean, I think the HBO writers are doing a really good job with it. I like it. And we concluded, or I guess caught up with Alone, the History Channel reality survival show.
Oh yeah, that's the one you were saying. It's a longer term island survival.
Yeah, we're current on that one. So
Cal, do you think you can do that?
No. I don't.
Okay,
no, I don't think so.
Bidge.
I finished Daredevil season 2.
Okay.
Excellent. Had some lulls, but it was excellent.
Yeah, it did. It did wrap up kind of nicely.
What did you think of Elektra?
Thank goodness she's in a box. No, what are they doing a spin-off on Elektra, or is it just the Punisher right now?
The Punisher for now. I think they're given the possibility for Elektra, or you're going to just see Elektra next season.
Yeah, and then at the end of the season, they had a trailer for Luke Cage.
I can't get in. I don't know what it is. I couldn't.
You just
get
like
into,
because it's Agent Locke. That's why.
No, I couldn't get into Luke Cage, and I couldn't get into Jessica Jones.
Luke Cage isn't out yet. It's coming out in September.
He's a big part of Jessica Jones.
Yeah, that's why it's Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then I saw Game of Thrones, and I watched I watched the NHL playoffs and NBA playoffs. So.
Okay. Myself again. Same thing. Watched the Game of Thrones with the guys. I also watched Lie to Me. I think I've talked about this before. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. This guy, he specializes in like micro movements of a person's face and body language.
Old Fox show.
Yes, yep. Yeah. I started rewatching that again. I'd finished it prior to, but it's really interesting because it's funny when you think about it. I have started watching, like after seeing all those episodes, watching people's expressions a little bit more. Like you kind of pick up on certain things, not all the time. Like I'm not going to say I'm anything close to understanding or seeing it, but you'll see some things like shrugs, or people will shake their head no when they're saying yes and stuff. And that's some of the things that he's saying is your actual body language, meaning no, you mean no when your head's shaking no, even though your mouth is saying yes. So it's pretty interesting that way. I also watched some Bear Grylls on that lone survival thing.
The way you spell Grylls is awesome.
Yeah, Grylls.
Bear Grylls. What you talking about, Grylls?
It was great yesterday. Nicole, we had just gotten done with food, and I just started watching it. And Nicole comes walking into the room right as he's eating like one of these huge, like worm type things that he got out of a tree.
Like a mealworm or something.
It was but it was ridiculously huge and
huge grub.
Yeah, and he bites into it and it like bursts out of his mouth and all drips all down his chin, and he's like wiping it off, and he goes, "This thing tastes like all of your friends got together and put their boogers into a sausage skin and then you ate it." I'm like, oh my god, that's disgusting.
Did you guys ever see Bizarre Foods?
Yes.
Yes.
With Andrew Zimmer.
Yeah, I like that show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Willa Holland, speaking of the Daredevil and superhero stuff, who stars as Speedy in The Arrow, voiced her frustration with the way Warner Bros. Is handling the separation from DC Comics film and television universes, noting that the company could learn a few things from Marvel.
Ooh, throw some shade.
Marvel, they don't. DC doesn't have the Disney backing though, does it?
No, DC's totally separate. They're a Warner Brothers back thing.
Right. She also expressed her frustration with the impact that Suicide Squad, Margot Robbie, has had on the future of Arrow, as Harley Quinn appeared back in season 2 before Margot Robbie was cast in the upcoming film. The show initially had plans for Quinn, but have since been scrapped. When DC found out they were going to be doing their own movie, we had to axe all of the characters before we even got to show them. So.
Sounds like she's bitter.
Yeah, she's pissed because they've kind of been boxed in by the bigger parent company, trying to run with the whole DC line thing and compete with Marvel.
I don't know. It sounds to me like she wants in on a movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like she wants in on the big time, and
I could have been Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Margot Robbie is better.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like with they have been doing some good cross work with the Arrow series with bringing Flash in and also now Supergirl's in with it. Is Supergirl in with Arrow or just with Flash?
I thought all of them were gonna come together.
They're going to come together because the CW got the rights or whatever for Supergirl season 2.
But thus far,
yeah,
no.
CBS was selling it off, right?
Yeah, yep.
But thus far, not yet.
Thus far, it's just been Arrow and Flash crossing over.
Right, okay. But so they are doing good when they do that, which is, I guess, branching out these actors' options for getting additional playtime on other shows. But yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you guys. Movie seems like what she's looking for.
Now that I think about it, I mean, Netflix has the deal now with, Disney, Marvel, and everything, and ABC has all the Marvel shows, right? Mm-hmm. As well as some Netflix. Yeah, or just not Netflix, but for DC, it's on like CW. It was on CBS. It's in the movies. There's none on Netflix. I mean, it's like all over the place. It's not under one, like you said, under one conglomerate like Disney.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why it's not getting as much hype or good press.
Right. All right, food pairing, Kelk, with your beer.
Yay or nay?
It's a yay. Really, really good. And I would go for
If you say fish sticks because it's a Mermaid Pilsner, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Coney Island hot dog.
Oh. Okay.
You had one of them before?
Nathan's hot dog?
Nathan's hot dog.
Okay.
So just a Nathan's hot dog from the freezer.
No, from the Coney Island store.
Do they taste the same?
I don't know. Isn't that the original store?
Yeah, the original Nathan's on Coney Island.
Right.
Wait, which Coney Island is this? Is this the Coney Island?
Cincinnati, Ohio, Coney Island.
Yeah, in the Cincinnati, the Ohio area where Brett is, or by the PA West Bumblefuck? Scotchy, what about you?
Me, I think I'm still with this brown ale.
Because before you said you like it, you wouldn't get it, but
I'd buy it again.
You would get it,
but it'd be a long time from now.
Yeah,
man.
You got to have it with like a certain food, probably.
Yeah, and I don't have the palate that Calc does to
like a stinky cheese.
Yeah.
I am a yay. I like bar. I haven't had, like you said, like with your stouts, even though the Sriracha stout was disgusting. I have never had a barley wine that I didn't drink.
That you didn't agree with?
Yeah. So
yeah, real quick too. Your guys, hot dogs. What do you like on them?
Charcoal burn.
Ketchup and pickle.
Ketchup and pickle.
Pickle like relish or like a dill pickle?
No, like a dill spear.
Oh, that's weird.
I'm a ketchup and onions, or I like pickle relish and mustard.
Yeah, I like sweet relish, mustard, and ketchup.
No, nobody with the German style dog, huh? No kraut and
no. We're from America.
All right, we're gonna get new beers.
Or kraut.
What's that?
I like sauerkraut.
Okay. Yeah, see, there you go. All right, yeah, we're gonna get new beers and we'll be back.
This show is brought to you by Mime Glass and Window Installation Installers. Started in France by Philippe Leroy, Mime Glass and Window uses a generations-old process of guest installation surpasses all local noise ordinances. You can rest assured that with Mime Glass Window is done, your job would swear your glass isn't enough there. What?
Isn't even there. Let me see.
I like my version better.
I think you're speaking Spanish.
All right, we're back with Let's Talk.
Talk.
Games.
There you go. You got deep.
Yeah. So deep, put her butt to sleep. Pigeon, what are you drinking?
Same beer. It's a big bottle. The collaboration, the class of '88 barley wine.
Calc.
I'm drinking the Coney Island Pils still.
Did it get colder?
I swear the girl must have just took this off the shelf right before I got there.
Told you should have put it in the freezer. You don't listen to the beer snob.
It is colder though. It tastes a lot better too.
Okay. Myself, I'm again drinking one of last week's banana nut brown ale from the Kuku Brewery in New York, 5.5% alcohol, and I'm not looking forward to it. Just saying. All right. Pidge, why don't you bring us in with what movie you found on the break?
I won 90 Boo Boo. I picked the movie Frank on Netflix.
All right,
Who's in it?
Yeah, so Frank is a comedy with Michael Fassbender, Domhnall Gleeson, and Maggie Gyllenhaal. It's a comedy about a young wannabe musician, John, who discovers he's bitten off more than he can chew when he joins a band of an eccentric pop musicians led by the mysterious, enigmatic Frank and his terrifying sidekick, Clara. So Michael Fassbender wears this puppet head, like a giant
like paper mache head.
Yeah, paper mache, stand on the corner and sell things type of, but really creepy, really big eyes. I thought you'd like this one too, Pigeon. The last sentence in the description here is, as his influence waxes, creative tensions mount, and the band's entire raison d'etre is called into question.
What? Dogfish, if you're listening, please make raison d'etre again, because raison d'etre is amazing, but so was raison d'etre. Okay.
All right. In games.
Gaming?
Yeah, gaming. Calc, what'd you play last week?
I got back on the Division horse. I'm loving the patch.
We waited for that patch and it worked out.
Yes. And I played some Overwatch.
We don't have to go into the dark zone.
Yeah. The Division's great. I mean, whether you're doing solo or you just want to do a quick pickup with your buddies, I like how they have the search and destroy and the high value targets. The loot drops are much, much better. And like I said,
you know what? But pretty soon, though, we're going to get to a point where the drops aren't as good anymore. That we're going to have to venture into the dark zone.
Yeah, they say Dark Zone 201 plus in Dark Zone District 6 is where you get the really good stuff.
We got to get you guys up there.
And Overwatch, like we said before, past episodes, great game, fun, a lot of energy, fast, and it's just something you can play for, a good 30 minutes, 40 minutes, put it down, play something else.
Dude, didn't you hear what Brad said last week, Overwatch? It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. He's one of those, he probably, again, he's younger. He didn't grow up during the era of,
run him under the bus.
Sorry, Brad. No, I mean, way back in the day, there was just very simple game modes. You had, defend and attack and control point. And again, that's what Overwatch is. I mean, I know they're going to add stuff.
The stuff that they're adding, isn't it? I know they're delaying the ranked gameplay, but wasn't there something where there was like a mashup where if you died, you're randomly generated into another character?
They have that right now. The fourth game mode is like that arcade, and it's like a rotation of newer game modes that they're going to experiment with, kind of like
a gun game or something.
Yeah, well, it's like they did with Titanfall. I remember when Titanfall was coming out with the new modes. They would do it for like 2 or 3 weeks to see what the popularity was, and then they ended up adding it further down the road in an update.
Okay.
Bitch, what'd you play?
I'm reading what you played, and I hate you. I played Destiny: The Taken King. I've been trying to level up my characters because the other guy that I play with, who's
12,
he's pretty good.
Okay.
No, he's older. He definitely does drugs when I play. I can hear the bong going. I've been trying to do the Court of Oryx and the Challenge of Elders and Prison of Elders and everything like that. So I've been trying to level up. He's 334, 335, and I'm 316. Also played some FIFA with you last night, and you can talk more about that. You future shirt. And like Kelk said, we played a Division, which is awesome. And I briefly played Quantum Break, and you know what? I think I'm playing Quantum Break wrong. I'm taking my time playing it and looking for all the. I'm trying to 100% each level.
Right.
So I think what I'm going to do, since I'm so far, I'm going to 100% each level, and then I'm going to go back on easy and just kind of enjoy myself and do the time lapse and the time dash and
Okay. Not look for all the extras, the lootables.
No, because I already have that stuff.
Right.
Which I think I should have done is playing on easy and then enjoy the story and then go back. But
right. Okay.
I don't know.
As Pitch said, I played some FIFA. I beat him last night 2-1.
I was close though. I almost had it.
I don't know how I gave you that one though, man. That was some horrible passing on my part, dude. I right in the goal. I just caught the ball because he took a shot, and I went to get rid of it, and I threw it right to you, like almost in the box. It's ridiculous. It was horrible.
Dude, how about that one shot that I had? Kelk, I did like a lob from between half field and a goalpost. I did a lob shot, and it just went right over top of the bar. I was like, oh, son of a bitch.
I also played Animal Crossing and Mario Kart 7, both on the DS.
New Leaf? Is that what it is?
Yep, yeah, Animal Crossing New Leaf. I had gone to Balticon and the DS.
Yeah, I saw you. You were cosplaying as the mares, right?
Yeah. It was my wife, my son, and I all dressed up as Animal Crossing mayors. Since we all have our own towns, we all play Animal Crossing and have our own towns. We played as mayors. I had the watering can as my
What did the who had the bug catcher? Your son?
Nicole or Whiskers did.
And then your son had what, a shovel?
No, yeah. They wouldn't let him bring that into the con. No, he didn't have anything. He was kind of. I knew he wasn't going to carry anything. He's like, I'm going to take the bug catching net.
He had a mace.
Okay, he had it for like 5 minutes, and he's like, "Can you hold this?"
Yeah, of course. What did the railroad think? Tell me about the Balticon, whatever you went to.
It was interesting. It wasn't 100% my cup of tea. It was more sci-fi fantasy, which isn't bad.
So it's Whiskers, right?
Yeah, she was way into it, and it was really cool. Like I had sat through a few different things, but it was really tough having the kid there. The nice thing is there was at least, I'd say every day there was at least half of the day that they had kids sessions happening that were freebies, and then there was also options where there was free movies that were playing as well. So you could go to a room where there was just like some kind of sci-fi movie. I think they played some Star Trek. I think they also played a Star Wars movie.
You almost dropped Star Wars.
You almost did a Jamie Lee Curtis on that one.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Well, no, they did a Star Wars movie, but I think they did Star Trek first, and the Star Wars movie was on Sunday. And we were going to go watch that, but we were leaving, so it's like, nah, never mind.
That's the one where Captain Kirk's on the Millennium Falcon, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And when Captain Solo was on the other spaceship, Enterprise.
Yeah.
Enterprise.
We got to meet George Martin.
The railroad, yeah.
And Nicole had made some dragon eggs for our the new series this season, or the new season, I should say, this year. We had a little party, and she made some dragon eggs, and we gave him one of them. And in return, she had Jonas give it to him when we were doing the book signing. And in return, he gave Jonas a small.
He gave your wife a French kiss.
Yeah, she wishes. But he gave Jonas. He's like, I can't just not. He's like, I feel like I have to pay for this. So he pulled out like a Valor Morghulis coin. It had like the Faceless Men kind of hood on the one side, and on the other side it had like a picture that said Valor Morghulis, Valor Doharis on the other side, and he gave it to Jonas as payment for the egg.
Did you check it for gold or silver?
No.
That's pretty cool though. That's nice.
Yeah, he was a really, really nice guy though too. He was like easy to talk to and stuff. And then
he looks
also,
like he'd be stinky. Is he stinky?
No, not at all. And
Okay.
the funny thing was I thought he'd be bigger because I see pictures and he looks like he's a very hefty, big guy. And
Yeah.
he's actually not overly tall, and he is a little bit round, but he's not as fat as I thought he was going to be.
He's
to be
like
honest
me.
with you. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Everybody likes like all the comments and stuff where they're like, he's not in very good shape and very good health, and he's not going to last very long. You better finish the books like immediately.
Oh my
He didn't
gosh,
look like
that's
he was that
terrible.
bad. Like I don't know. It looked like he
Sounds
could
like
go,
some
years.
PS4 fans.
If that's
to
the
me.
case, I'm doomed.
Yeah. But we
But you're a
also
blockhead.
sat through a session where he did a reading from his new book, Winds of Winter.
Yeah, your wife mentioned that.
Yeah, and it was one that hadn't been released yet. Like he's done some that he's written chapters already, and he's released them on his website. But this one hadn't been released, and it was a Iron Islands, Aaron Dampere and stuff like that chapter.
Nice.
It was really good. Anyway, let's get into gaming stuff, and to start off with our gaming stuff, let's start with Jack Mayhoff.
Oh, okay. You want to do that?
Yeah.
And the winner is fucking Kelk.
It just hurts him to say that.
Well, that's because he
It
knows
does,
he has to play the game.
Because I want Scott to say something about Nintendo and make you go out and buy a game.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be good.
Which, by the way, Kelk, remind me to talk about something for when we meet up for E3. I think I have an idea about your Xbox.
Okay.
Not to be super vague.
While we're thinking about it, let's do the Loaded Couch review of Overwatch, since you guys were kind of talking about it with the.
Well, I was going to say, I think pretty much, our listeners get an idea of where I feel about Overwatch.
Yeah.
What did you
talked
guys
about it,
think?
too, the past couple episodes?
High level, what do you think needs to be improved to make it really good?
I don't know. I might be speaking for Scotchy too, but I really like a single player campaign. Like when I get the Call of Duties, I know all the Call of Duty games. I know everyone loves the multiplayer, but I sit down and I play the single player through before I go to the multiplayer.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that, but the problem is this game's a little bit. It's not that same type of gameplay.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be cool, like, to have, I don't know, maybe like an hour or two campaign for each character? I know there's tons of characters.
See,
but
now I agree with that, but I'm thinking maybe more of a training course thing, and maybe not so much of a campaign, but maybe like a training course with each character. That
I could build on that. I would say the Soldier 76 that you.
Oh, he's the best. He runs.
When you do the training, I agree with that. Maybe it should have been like 6 to 8 stages, maybe being an hour or two total before you start playing the game.
But where you have to try each character.
Well, I don't
there
think you
was
could.
one.
I don't think you could though. There's 21 characters.
Well, there was one, right? Take you through each kind of like the controls.
Right, the controls, but I'm saying I think you almost have to try each character to get a feel for them and at least have, maybe Cuck, like you're saying, have that hour intro, but just do that for each of the characters and make it, stretch it out so you got 21 hours of gameplay, but you're trying each character if you want to. Not a have to, but.
Not even each character, but maybe like one or two from each class.
The class, okay. That would make sense. Like, so a hour-long tutorial on the 4 classes, that makes sense.
I don't know. Because to me, it's like, I like multiplayer, but like we said the past couple episodes, and I'll say it again, when we were doing a beta, and maybe it's different now since it's, finally released, but it's kind of repetitive. I mean, I had my fun for a couple hours, and like you said, you pick it up, you play for a little bit, and you can put it down. But
yeah, it is repetitive, but it's a lot more challenging now, a lot more strategic. And the cool part is the matches are over in like 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, and I read somewhere that the game is really fun if you play it the right way. Like, it tells you the best kind of characters to choose. Like, you should have a healer, you should have a tank, you should have an assault. But for me, I want to play it the way I want to play it. I don't want to play it and succumb to what everyone else wants me to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but I think that can be set in stone. I think you're going to go in with the mentality of I play best as a soldier class, and that's what I'm always going to play as.
Because I can run.
Because you can run. I actually used the defensive class. I used Reinhardt, the guy with the holographic shield. And it was a lot of fun to use him and kind of be on the side of watching people panic as you walk towards them and they just can't hurt you.
Oh, that's the guy who puts up that big plasma shield?
Yeah, he puts up a plasma wall, and I was just marching towards the objective or the enemies, and my teammates would line up behind me and they can shoot through it. So it was very interesting to see people flank and move to different levels and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot more strategic now.
Your son's liking it.
He went beast mode. And I did read they're nerfing Reaper. He loves Reaper.
I was going to say, he seemed super strong. And when I was playing in the beta, he seemed like a super OP character.
You hit that right bumper or left bumper where he goes into that spin and just shoots everywhere.
I will give him this, though. I'm lucky if I can go 5-6 kills in a row in a kill streak. He went 41-1.
Did you do Xbox record that?
We did. If you go to his profile, it's there.
I've been looking for it. I didn't say it.
Yeah, it's there.
He's still bitter. He's still bitter about the double broken back comment.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to fuck him up when I get here.
One of the reasons he went 41-1 on that match was he had Mercy, the medic, was behind him the whole time.
Oh yeah. You got it's a game where you gotta have. It's like a team game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a game for me where I'm like Rambo, like Call of Duty. or the division.
Very polished, very fun. My only complaint, honestly, it kind of goes in with the amount of, or the lack of, the single player. I don't think it's a $60 game. I think it should have been $40.
Right. In Sony news, Hello Games, the maker of No Man's Sky, says they received death threats throughout a week in which their game was reportedly and then confirmed to be delayed.
Yeah, I know. Before we started the show last week, I think Brett mentioned that No Man's Sky was getting delayed.
Right.
And it's just, they just took it too far, man.
Yeah, this is, I mean, all
It's
honestly,
unfortunate.
yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, I'm sure
PS4 fans suck. Go ahead, Celtic, say it.
I'm sure we're gonna have, as we grow, I'm sure we have haters. We have people that don't like, certain things, but you can't go giving death threats to people. I mean, it's just a game.
Well, pretty soon it's gonna be like, even if you're joking, it's gonna be pretty bad.
Sure. Yeah. Of course. I mean, anything like that can be taken the wrong way.
Well, especially with the UCLA thing. Look, there's the freaking shooting at a college campus. Like you can't just put it to the side. You got to take everything seriously now.
Right. Kotaku reported through retail sources that No Man's Sky has been delayed. PlayStation confirmed that the sprawling space exploration epic was now due to launch August 9th. Also, Kotaku writer, who first reported the delay, also said he received death threats over the news as well. And we actually have one of them from Beach Clashers. I'm assuming that's who it's from.
Beach Clash MDR, you are a disgusting human being and you're a disgrace to society.
Yeah, it was pretty great, ridiculous. It says, your little article about No Man's Skies being delayed has made me hate you to my very core. It is the only thing I live for, which is ridiculous. And you go and write that bullshit about a delay instead of visiting London later this month. I think I'll come by and say hi to you and fuck you up. You think you can get away with this that easy? Making fun of our Reddit page also. It sounds like you have a death wish. We will find you. And then be afraid, human. We are coming for you.
I think
that guy just doesn't have anything better to do in his life. This is
honestly, the way it's written, it sounds like it's a kid.
It's the only thing I live for. He needs something else in his life. He needs to go outside.
That's the scary statement right there.
Right. I think he needs to go outside.
I'm glad my child gets some fresh air every
He
once
needs
in a while.
more. He needs more vitamin D.
Yeah, or some parental controls.
Dude, he needs
over what the
vitamin
hell
A
he's doing.
through Z.
Yeah.
And some riboflavin.
Riboflavin.
Like, what is it? What's riboflavin?
crap.
No one knows.
All right. PS Plus games for June 2016. Calc, you want to give us a rundown?
Calc's gonna be jealous.
Oh boy, here we go. PS4, NBA 2K16, and Gone Home.
Ooh.
For the PS3, we've got Echo Chrome, Siren, Blood Curse, episodes 1 through 12. For the PS Vita, we've got God of War, Chains of Olympus, and Little Deviants.
Now, a couple of things. One, I played God of War, Chains of Olympus on my original PSP. That was a pretty good game.
You liked the naked part, didn't you?
I don't know if there was a naked part in that one.
Wasn't there a part where he was making love with two women or something?
I think it might have been God of War 1 or 2.
Ah, okay.
But it was a good game on the PSP. I mean, it's a free game. Why not? I think Little Deviants was free before. Was that free on the Xbox? Or was that free on, I think, PS4 a while ago?
Doesn't sound familiar on Xbox.
But I'm excited for Going Home.
I hear it's really good.
I was actually thinking about buying it for the little couch account. But I'm glad it's free on the PS4 that Kelp can't play and we can Scotch.
I just have to renew my PS Plus subscription.
Yeah, and we got to get into we got to do at least a basketball game, if not even like NBA Live 2016.
Oh, okay, real quick because I know we're going to segue into Microsoft. So for
Microsoft has better games this month.
For the Jack Mehoff pick, I'll even front the money.
Don't say it.
Or they got a bonus.
Don't.
Somebody got a spring bonus.
Don't say it. There's two games in my head, and I have the number one game, and I will tell you, don't say it.
I'm going to pick up Flame in the Flood.
You fucking pig.
on the Loaded Couch account, so we can all give it a try.
Ooh.
About time. Why don't you buy your movies on the Loaded Cows account too, pig?
In Microsoft news, reports have surfaced regarding
Calc's the
at
best.
least one major developer is making a virtual reality game on Xbox One for release in 2017. You guys excited? VR? Xbox One 2017?
I wasn't excited at first for VR, but I'm starting to get there.
Because Microsoft announces it.
No. The Oculus and the Vive HTC. I mean, some of the stuff looks cool. I want to see. I'll wait and see what E3 shows as far as the VR stuff.
I don't know about you, but this whole VR thing, I'm not into it.
I'm concerned about the cost. It's got to become realistic to really take off.
I think it's coming out too soon. I think if it waited another, 2-3 years, I think Oculus, when they put out their feelers back, a couple of years ago, and they said they were doing the virtual reality, I think everyone just started jumping on the bandwagon just to get at who's out there first.
Yep.
If they just waited, just like we talked about last week, Project Spark, it's ahead of its time. I think this is ahead of its time, and it's just, I think it's not going to fail, but it's not going to do as well as everyone thinks it is.
You think they should be more on the lines of time frame of like the AR HoloLens?
Yeah. Even further than that. Yeah, HoloLens looks good, but I think that letterbox, view that you have in there is not going to do it. I think they came out too soon. But I think like that Illuma room, like that'd be so cool if you have your whole room light up on the sides.
Yeah, but
like
I think at a certain point you have to take that leap or that step. Like if you're saying like they should wait till like 2020 till technology is like really there.
No, I understand it, but what I'm saying is I think it's coming out too soon where it won't be as successful if it came out later on.
Yeah, and I think that's the price point. That's the price point that I'm saying like scares me is everybody, on Reddit when I scan through or make comments, people say, if you've tried VR,
Your comments are, I hate you, you pig.
they say
wait,
if you try it, it's really good. It's really fun. But everybody's con to it is, you're $1,200 to $2,000 to get a PC and a setup to do it.
You know what this reminds me of, Calc?
What's that?
Neo Geo.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you remember how expensive that was when it first released?
Oh my
gosh,
like, it was like
this is the best thing
$1,200.
ever, but nobody could afford the damn console.
Yeah, it was like $1,000 for the console and like $249 per game.
Right. It was completely ridiculous, but it was supposed to be the best thing available at the time.
And the only game that I saw was a roller coaster game.
And it came and went. But
I don't know. My daughter watches, I guess shout out to Dan TDM. And
that guy needs more shout outs.
Yeah, no, seriously. But he needs to change his hair too. He looks stupid. Not that my hair is great. I'm probably gonna go bald like you, Kelk, in a couple of years. But he does VR videos and stuff, and it looks kind of neat. It's catchy. It's like, okay, that'd be pretty cool.
I think the Minecraft is going to be the gateway drug. I mean, if the price point is right, if you get VR down to
oh my gosh, dude, if they get
down
VR
to
with
$299 to $349 for a VR headset, and you bundle it with the new Minecraft, forget it.
Could they sell? If the rumors are true with Microsoft VR, could they sell this VR and that the project name Scorpio? They sell the VR for a loss and just it bundled in with the new system in Minecraft.
Yeah,
holy shit!
I mean, we'd have kids clawing at the computer screen.
And Donald Trump's president, the world's gonna end.
Speaking of the Scorpio, the previously rumored powerful Xbox One codename Scorpio will apparently be powerful enough to run intensive VR games.
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean,
what's intensive though? Lucky Tales like Oculus?
I'm assuming something that's going to have a lot of NPC characters walking around and stuff, maybe?
That are just very high quality graphics.
Dude, can you imagine a Dead Rising game in VR? Holy shit.
Well, here's the scary trend I was seeing.
You're constantly punching like Bruce Lee.
Skimming through the Reddit subreddits, more and more people are starting to think that Scorpio is going to come out and be a very high-priced elite console, like around the $600 mark. And some people seem to be just fine with paying that cost if Microsoft can guarantee it's cutting edge and it's it's gonna be up there with the new PCs that are out now. People are saying they would pay that much money. I'm not a fan of that.
No, to look at PS3 from last time when we had the new consoles from last generation.
Yeah, it was $599, right?
That was
day one.
Yeah, yep.
Question,
that was cutting edge. That was a cell processor. No one ever used a cell processor.
If it's that elite, can I use it as a regular computer? Can I use my television as my monitor? Not that I want to use my television as my monitor. But
well, that's the interesting point. What if this thing comes out and it runs all the Universal Windows apps? It can
all 7 of them.
It can have the whole Windows Store integrated, so all the PC games would work on the Xbox One, because I still think one of the bold predictions is they do keyboard and mouse at E3.
You mentioned that last week.
It's not that far-fetched to say that it's very close to a PC in the living room.
Dude,
now.
they gotta have clairvoyant points of talking about that thing.
Yeah. I just think
they can't fumble it again.
600, 700, to say, hey, this runs VR, I don't think I'd be on board with that.
Dude, I can see it. Okay, 4 times as powerful as your current Xbox One with the VR for $700-800. I can see that. But like I said, they can't fumble it again.
Yeah, if I can do the math and account for the VR headset being $300 to $400 of that cost, I would probably take that leap. But yeah, you can't just sell the box alone at $600, $700.
I need a voucher to have a date with Larry Herb.
All right, we're running a little long on this. I just want to make mention real quick. The major developer that we mentioned before with the VR, the developer in question has not been revealed, but is a well-known European studio planning the game in an established, long-running franchise. Any predictions, guys?
The only thing I could think of from a European studio, I mean, we have a list here. I would say Rare with Sea of Thieves or something.
Kelk?
I agree with Pigeon. I think Sea of Thieves is going to be an awesome choice to do VR if you could. Other European developers, I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one.
I was assuming Ubisoft would jump on the bandwagon.
Possibly.
Of course, yeah, the Flying Eagle game.
Nintendo news. Nintendo sued over a dangerously hot Donkey Kong costume.
What?
Michael Acconitrillo says he was hired to portray a video game character at a Culver City, California mall in June 2014. He claims that the costume was poorly ventilated and unreasonably and dangerously hot when used in the manner required of the wearer/user. Acconitrillo claims to have suffered severe, serious, and permanent injury to his person, as well as mental and emotional distress, pain, suffering, and anguish.
So that first statement is severe, serious, and permanent injury to his person.
And
then the mental and emotional distress. So nothing really happened to him.
Right.
He just got dehydrated.
Now, the last thing is he doesn't specify what those injuries are. But Acconitrillo, whatever the hell his name is, doesn't say that, or does say that his earning capacity has been impaired.
Oh my gosh!
His pride's been hurt. Take the damn costume off.
I don't care. I really don't care.
Dude, get a permit and walk the streets of New York City. Okay, next.
Multi-platform news: Minecraft console editions are getting popular activities from the Minecraft community.
Dude, my prediction was right.
The first of these mini games is Battle, a Hunger Game-inspired game mode that focuses on fast-paced multiplayer with up to 8 players per battle. Paige, good job.
Nice job.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Telltale Games has announced a June 7 release date for Episode 6 of Minecraft Story Mode, titled A Portal to Mystery.
Ooh. And real quick, build on the Telltale. Did you guys see the announcement that they are porting all their games to the Windows Store?
Ooh. Yeah, wait, was that the article that I saw where it says like, Steam users are at like X million, but Windows 10
They
users
said-
are at like 300 million?
Yeah, 300 million potential buyers on Windows 10 and climbing,
Right.
and 125 million Steam users.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. Why
Yeah,
not?
seriously.
But how do you promote that?
I don't think
Not
you
a
need
lot of
to.
people go into the store.
Well, Universal Windows with the Xbox.
Yeah. With the episode 6, we're gonna have featured characters like Stampy Cat, Stacy Plays, Dan TDM, LD Shadow Lady, and Captain Sparkles.
How does Stampy laugh again? Oi! Most of them are all oys, except for Captain Sparkles and Stacy Plays.
Celtic, you're gonna be super excited about this.
But wait, have you noticed that there's only 5 players, 5 people named? There's supposed to be 6. Who's the 6th?
It's probably the Pigeon
Larry
Peg Leg
Herb.
son.
It's going to be a
daughter.
pigeon.
Yeah.
Larry Herb.
The Fable Fortune Kickstarter is now live and will run until June 28th. Calc, you want to give us a little rundown on what your knowledge is on this? I watched the
Yeah,
video too.
are you going to support it too?
I was thinking of throwing him a couple bucks, but
He wants to get him. He wants to get himself as a character in the game.
He's going to donate like 10 grand and be like, bring back Fable Legends.
no, this is pretty cool. The Fable IP was I think Foul Fire Studios or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was something.
They went in thinking they were going to get the smack in the face from corporate, and Microsoft said, actually, you can use the IP and continue this this game that you've been working on for 18 months and go ahead and get the Kickstarter going for it. I think it looks pretty cool. It's a combat card game.
So is this similar to Hearthstone?
Yes.
Looks and plays
very
just
much
like
so.
just like Hearthstone. But it has all that raunchy humor of the Fable IP. The animations look really cool. It's got chickens. They're going to add characters, cards. It has a co-op mode where you and a friend can card duel against these enemy bosses. They brought the whole good and evil based on how you play. Your cards will literally morph from good to evil. It looks really cool. It's free to play. So it's
I think it's getting too ambitious, man.
Nah, I don't. I think there's definitely a group out there. One, they don't have to only be Fable fans, but there is a group of card players out there, and I think they are liking this transition into the digital realm of card play.
Well,
And
if they can get something similar to Hearthstone, then they got a winner because Hearthstone makes mega money.
Yeah, and they said the whole entire core mechanics. The game is. They said it's ready right now for beta. It's something they've been working on in the studio for almost 2 years. They said the only thing they're kind of missing out on is that final push financially to get it to production, get it out the door, add a couple more art characters and a couple more sound effects. But it looks really polished from what I saw. I mean,
It's called Flamin' Foul.
Flaming Foul. Okay, that's it.
Everybody, beer thoughts. I think you guys both had the same, so same responses.
Yeah, I had the same beer. What about you?
Yeah, it's a yay again for me.
Okay.
Same
hot dog.
Same wiener in your mouth.
Yeah,
Is it dick in a box? Okay, myself, I'm still nay on this banana bread brown ale. Banana nut brown ale, whatever it is. Okay, let's get a new beer. I really need one, and we'll be back with Brown Breeze.
For more from the Loaded Couch, check us out on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
Hey, if you like me, follow me on Twitch and Twitter at Pigeon Peg Leg. What's going on, guys? This is Cataclysmic Doom. Make sure to check me out on Twitch and Twitter at Cataclysmic Doom.
Hey, this is Scotch Hound. If you want to hear more from me, you can check me out on Twitter at ScotchHound_LC or on Twitch at ScotchHound.
All right, we're back with the Brown Breeze section of the show. Let's get started with the beers that we're drinking. Celtic, why don't you lead us off?
Drinking some hot water.
Okay.
From Michigan Sewer. It's a lead lager from Flint, Michigan.
Nice.
You're going to hell.
All right, Pidge, you drinking something new?
Yes, I'm drinking the. I did it. The 120 IPA from Dogfish, 15 to 20% alcohol.
Where'd you find those?
My local store. I texted you guys if you wanted more, but no one responded back. I have about 6 to 8 bottles. I think
Nice.
I'm gonna keep 4 for aging.
Are you gonna bring a shit ton of cash with you down when we go to the Dogfish at Brewery and get just a case of it?
Get a whole entire case.
I was gonna say you should just buy your own barrel. Just have
Just roll
them
it.
stamp your name on it. No, just have them store it there, and then they'll send you a case. They'll tap it for you.
Myself, I'm drinking the Michelob Amberbock, a dark lager, St. Louis, Missouri, brown, 5.1% alcohol.
Amber.
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 In the diarrhea of the mouth portion of this segment, a child is being treated with in a Delhi hospital. That's not like where you get your meats and stuff. After being diagnosed,
Who wants a salami?
after being diagnosed with the hormonal condition known as precocious puberty, which can cause sexual urges. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. They took the baby to the doctor when he was 18 months old. At that point, he was about 3 feet tall and had already started getting facial and body hair and had
It's
fully
not
developed
funny,
man
it is.
parts.
I'm sorry.
He had like an 8-inch pecker at 3 years
Dude, he's
old.
probably got a bigger penis than I do at 18 months.
His voice had also started to break.
Like Kelks.
That's crazy, dude.
That's insane. He had a fucking
At-
full beard. He was probably
At
going
18
bald.
months old.
Yep. Dude, it sounds like Kelk. He's probably bald. He's got a beard, and he's got a huge pecker.
Now, in this same story, we have the 18-year-old or 18-month-old, I should say, that we're talking about isn't alone in having the incredibly rare hormonal condition. In 1939, a 5-year-old girl, Lena Medina, gave birth via C-section in Peru and became the youngest mother ever to be recorded after being taken to hospital by her family with an abnormal growth in her abdomen. And I'm assuming the abnormal growth was a baby, and who the hell is having sex with a 5-year-old?
I was gonna say
Yeah,
who raped her? Because there's
I don't care how sexually whatever she is with this hormonal condition that she has. 5 years old, that's just disgusting.
Dude, in the article, it's like no one knows who the father is, but the baby lived to have a healthy life.
good
It's like-
lord.
I hope that guy goes to hell
You
and is
think?
the fucking, like, when you wipe your shit off right on his face or something.
Oh my god, that's
That's
just
just
disturbing.
disgusting.
Yes,
And there's pictures on there too, which are totally disgusting.
I like
So
that they have to black
the
out
picture on the picture on the right, is that
the mother with the child.
Yeah.
that's her with the child afterwards?
And they were best friends at age 10.
Good lord.
I'd hope so.
They went to high school together.
Yeah, seriously.
They were both captains on the
graduated
wrestling
and-
team.
Who was the bottom of the pyramid in cheerleading?
We're going to hell, all of us.
Crazy ice cream flavors by state. Which one would Kelk eat? All right, which one would we all eat? And listeners who are listening, which one would you eat? Give us some feedback on our At the Loaded Couch Twitter. Maine.
Well,
option-
first of all, I put our home state and the surrounding states, and then I added one which
just
was
ridiculous.
disgusting. Yeah.
Okay. Maine's is lobster. It's a butter-infused ice cream topped with cooked lobster.
That's just disgusting, man. I'm not a big fan of lobster, but
I like
Just add-
lobster, but with the frozen ice, with the ice cream,
That would have to be very rich and creamy with the butter flavor
So
to even
Kelk-
be
Kelk would eat it.
remotely good.
Kelk would fucking eat it. That's disgusting.
Kelk's like a maybe. Yeah, why not? I'll give it a try.
We're like, we like lobster, but like, it has to be rich ice cream. I would eat it. And his
He
food
didn't just.
pairing would be lobster ice cream.
I was gonna say just as just for people's knowledge, Kelk hasn't eaten dinner yet. So.
He ate his wife out.
Oh, New Jersey. Their flavor ice cream is olive oil. It's an olive oil ice cream.
Now this sounds disgusting.
It's ew.
I would rather have this than lobster on my ice cream.
Is it
Nope,
is it
I'd
green?
go for the lobster.
Yeah, no, I'd go for the lobster too over olive oil ice cream, man.
Like, ugh.
Although butter
disgusting.
infused ice cream, just a butter flavored ice cream would be gross.
Well, that's what ice cream is. Ice cream is just pretty much like
Yeah, but it
not
doesn't taste
overturned.
like butter.
I don't know. I don't olive oil. I would try olive oil.
It'd have to have Fabio on the cover too.
Ew.
a couple
covered
of
in olive oil?
Right.
No, for the butter infused one.
Ah,
the
okay,
main.
okay. Yeah.
I'm sure it has a lock of hair inside of it too.
For New York, it's horseradish. It's horseradish ice cream.
That's
I could do that.
but
On, on like a piece of pork chop.
I'm thinking horseradish mayo.
dude, must be that Flint, Michigan beer that you're drinking.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, Ohio is sriracha, sweet chili treat.
No
I wonder if Brett would hit that up. We should, you know what we should do? We should find out where Brett lives and then send him like a sriracha rogue.
Let's buy him the sriracha ice cream
With a sriracha style beer.
with the rogue sriracha beer.
And then watch him destroy a toilet right after it.
Jeez. Yeah, he has to drink and eat it on stream, right?
Yeah.
All right, in Pennsylvania, this is the most sweet potato maple walnut. It's sugary maple syrup with earthy walnuts in a sweet potato base.
I would do that. Out of all these, I would do that.
That's
That
what I was
sounds
going to
really
say.
good.
That one doesn't seem so bad in comparison.
No.
But why does it take Pennsylvania to be the first one that's like decent?
There's like weird. I had one on here. I forget where it's from, but it was like black licorice, and it was just like disgusting. And you like black licorice too?
I
you
could do
old
that.
man.
That wouldn't be bad.
Hell,
Would it be
no.
salt licorice?
I would drink sriracha before I had black licorice.
I would eat a hunk of shit before I had black licorice.
Ugh.
You play Yaz flute.
Cat lovers can now increase their bond with their pets in a new way by licking them using a prosthetic tongue.
Are you gonna get this for Whiskers? You're gonna get this for yourself with Whiskers?
The Licky brush, it's Licki brush, is a soft silicone brush shaped like a large cat tongue that users can place in their mouth in order to groom their cats in the same way cats groom each other. Gently grasp Licky's bite portion with your teeth. Slowly approach your cat when she is sleeping in an otherwise pleasant mood, and ease into the soothing and mutually beneficial licking behavior of cats. The product's Kickstarter page states, "Don't be surprised if your cat licks you back."
It's fucking stupid.
Dude, that thing looks ribbed for her pleasure. I'm just
Dude.
saying.
Scotchy, would Whiskers get this? Don't lie either.
Honestly, she might be intrigued, and if there was an infomercial on, she might be like, "Oh, we need that." But I'd be
Get
sitting
two
right
for
there.
the price of one.
Exactly. But I'd be sitting right next to her saying, "Not happening."
We can get one for me, and we can lick our cats.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh my gosh, Calc, what do you think? You didn't get this one for your cat rep?
I don't know. This is
I can see your son doing it too because
Dude,
he's such a teddy bear.
The picture looks ridiculous.
it looks like a pacifier.
The cat loving it though.
So gross.
And who leaves their window that wide open without a screen?
Jesus. All right, let's get into some questions from fans.
Sponsored by Adidas.
Yeah. Our first question comes from @GrapeApeShot. Is that a knock at the the ape just got, or the gorilla that just got shot?
Knock at the Cincinnati Zoo.
Oh, jeez.
That's terrible.
All right,
That's Ohio
E3's
for you. Thanks, Brett.
E3's around the corner, and the possibility of Windows 10 and Xbox merging. Why do you think everyone is upset? I'm a PC player, and I say more players equals more fun. What do you think, guys? Calc, you're the MS guy.
You can get into games quicker, probably.
Yeah, I don't understand I mean, you're always going to have PC players. You're always going to have console players. I mean, why not have them play with each other?
Oh.
If the PC players want to, build their own machine or pay more money or have a little bit, better performance, that's their prerogative.
Yeah, but doesn't mouse and keyboard players have an advantage?
Well,
over...
isn't that what you were just saying with the new release of Xbox coming E3? They might mention mouse keyboard.
I think they're going to have to
play with a mouse and keyboard.
Would I?
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
No, I wouldn't. It's terrible.
Especially if it was a RTS game.
I forget. But I'm talking about the Division or Overwatch or Call of Duty.
I'd play Overwatch for sure with keyboard and mouse.
You're an idiot.
I grew up playing PC games, keyboard and mouse, like the original Team Fortress, like Doom, like Quake. It's just more precision. I mean, a mouse is going to be way more precise.
Disadvantage for console players.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to allow them to play against each other. There's
It's
going to be
a
some
waste
kind
of
of
that elite controller you just bought.
Which I got to add those longer throw for thumbsticks.
Yeah, there'd have to be some sort of
Disadvantage?
well, no, like maybe you play on a server that recognizes your controller on PC versus console or keyboard on PC. I mean, you can't have the disadvantage like that.
All right, well, thanks for the question at Grape Ape Shot. Our next question comes from at Johnny Depp's Backhand. What was or is your favorite fighting game? Mine is Double Dragon because the girl gets beat up in the beginning. Oh my god. It's ridiculous.
Calc, what do you think?
Favorite fighting game, Calc?
Oh boy, we're gonna get some heat for this
What do
one.
you think? Jeez.
Favorite fighting game.
Hey, this is questions from fans and listeners.
I'd have to say one of my favorite ones was Virtua Fighter on the Sega Saturn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
Remember how they were like real polygon shaped?
Yeah.
So you'd like to fight the women in?
No, he's continuing with that role. No, I just played that in the we have that throwback arcade across the river that we go to, and that's got Virtua Fighter. Jones loves it.
Virtual Fighter. You just smash buttons and like spin the stick around,
Well,
right?
well, Pidge, what's your fighter game?
I don't know. I really like Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I
But,
guess that's a fighting game.
I know Double Dragon isn't really a fighting game. It's kind of like an action game, but I don't know. A boxing game. I really like the Ready to Rumble game. I don't know if you guys remember those.
That was fun. I remember that. Yep.
I got you
I
all
like the
beat.
guy. Yeah, I like the black guy with the afro who just went like crazy with a special.
You know what was really good was Fight Night. The what was it? Fight Night round 3 or something? The EA one?
Yeah, when they brought it back.
Yes. Yeah.
I think Pseudo was the producer on it
That
when
was,
it came back.
Yeah,
the
that
guy
was
who's taken over the
HoloLens.
Xbox. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite's Super Smash Bros.
There you go.
Boom.
Oh, totally. Yep.
Yep.
Which one though?
I liked, what was the last one on the regular Wii? Brawl?
Melee? Yeah, Brawl.
Brawl. Yeah, I like that one. All right, thanks for the question at Johnny Depp's Backhand. All right, our next question comes from at Ja Rules Greatest Hits.
How many? Like 2?
Yeah. We take with Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick and former EA CEO John Riccitello.
Riccitello.
Okay. Having doubts about VR, do you agree with them or not?
Yeah, I mean we touched on it previously. I just
Doubts about it?
Of course I have doubts. I mean, I have doubts, and I agree with what Pigeon said earlier. I think there's going to be a gray area. There's going to be a couple good things in the beginning, and it's going to be really high priced, and you're going to segment the buyers, and there's going to be a big gap, I think, over the next 3 years before it really hits mainstream.
I was gonna say that's gonna be the problem. You're gonna, like you said, with the segment and buyers, you're gonna have not a big crowd being able to play the games together, so you're not gonna have any or like multiplayer games happening with that.
Yeah, but I think they're just looking to fund the process, like to move it, keep it going forward.
Okay.
But my thought is like our Xbox One and PS4, they have other, like they have Netflix, they have HBO, they have Showtime, they have Stars, they have other apps. Does VR have other apps besides just these clunky, starter games?
Like
Yeah,
you were
I
saying,
think there.
porn.
I think there's a couple. We'd have to Google it and look, but I'm pretty sure there's already a handful of like Discovery Channel things filmed in a 3D lens where you can do VR tours, which I think could be a pretty popular thing.
See, I'd be interested in that. I'd be interested in like if you go to like a science museum and do like the planetarium or an IMAX.
Well,
like,
what if somebody used a IMAX VR camera and did a tour of like the pyramids of Egypt? And
or
you could-
Dogfish Brewery? Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
do that.
I mean, what would you pay for something like that? I'd pay like like $30 for like a hour-long VR tour.
$30? I don't know, man.
$9.99.
Would you get conjunctivitis on your eye too?
I'd agree about the doubts in the fact that I think it's going to be a wow factor for a few years, and then it's just going to drop off.
Yeah, like I think we all agreed that it's ahead of its time right now.
But even still, I think it's going to be a wow for a few years, and then they're going to get the instant, yeah, I gotta have it, and then it's going to just taper off.
Yeah, I think it's crawling faster than people thought, though. I think it's going to be a crawl for the next 2 to 3 years, and then it'll really take off.
Do you think the I know NX is coming out, and we don't know too much about that, but the PS4, quotes Neo and the Scorpio for Xbox, do you think they're trying to keep up with VR? With
I don't personally.
I don't know. Because VR is going to take it's a workhorse, it's going to take up a lot of processing.
Sure.
But I mean,
processing always gets faster too as the technology grows. So
yeah, what I'm saying is that why Xbox and Sony are trying to push out the cell phone type of thing that Celtic was saying to keep up with VR.
Well, that, and I saw a really good video on the Xbox subreddit. Somebody put a link up for CloudGen, which is the company that's making Crackdown 3. And they're a cloud engine company. And the little YouTube short they shows how the cloud processing that they used for Crackdown, they showed the benefits of the physics and the lighting and all that stuff. There was another YouTube video link that they posted that showed their CloudGen engine could also benefit virtual reality because they could use the cloud processing to render all the physics and all the data points for VR and then
take it off the processor.
Which is really interesting.
Yeah, I know you've been talking about that for almost a year now, Cup. It'll be interesting to see if that ever actually comes to fruition in the near future.
Yeah.
I hope it does. Yep. All right, thanks for the question at Ja Rules Greatest Hits. That's GR8 EST hits. Our last question comes from at He-Man's Penis Toupee. Oh my god.
He's definitely Brazilian. That's
what are some games that you're excited to see gameplay of at E3 2016?
It's easy for me.
There you go.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, that does look really good, and I hope to see a lot more of that.
You think we'll see it?
I don't know if we'll see gameplay as much as I really, really want to. I think we might. I take that back. I think we'll see an on-stage demo, somebody playing with the controller. Maybe they play a little quick 3-minute side mission, find the treasure type of thing. Mm-hmm. I just want to know all the juicy details of like, how big is this world? How interactive? I mean, stuff like that is what I'm really interested in.
How many players in world?
Yeah, I think the art style, I think the idea, pirates, I mean, I'm sold on it. I really think it looks good. I just want to know the details. And I want to know, actually, I take this back. I already know it's free to play. So, again, you're going to have the microtransactions, but...
That'll be doomed for it, dude.
They already said it's free to play.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Pidge.
Not good. Just a couple. Gears of War 4.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll see some single player. Batman, the Telltale games that they're doing the Batman series.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 15, of course. Not. The Legend of Zelda. I'm definitely interested in that.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
I was gonna say that for my Sony choice would be Horizon.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't say anything about For Honor. Like Ubisoft.
For Honor, I think is my lust for wanting another Rise. I don't know. I want to see more of it before I make.
Isn't it just like a multiplayer? Oh, they did say it was a single player campaign. I think
it has single player, but it's also 4-player co-op hack and slash. It's just like Dead Rising. You're gonna go through hordes of enemies, and you can choose samurai, Viking, whatever it be.
If I had to choose one, out of all those, it would probably be The Legend of Zelda. What about you, Scotch?
I'm excited to see what's new coming with Minecraft. I've been kind of jonesing to get back into that a little bit and get some gameplay with you guys.
PC
I know it's
or Xbox One or
well, just the commingle. And if they have anything new with the HoloLens, like what? Because I know they've been kind of trying to push that too. But
I think Scotchy's going to be our first one to buy HoloLens if the Minecraft is bundled right with it.
He's going to get a second mortgage.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for the question at He-Man's Penis Toupee. Appreciate it. That's it for the show. If you guys want to reach out to us,
Yeah, any questions, tweet us at the Loaded Couch or email us theloadedcouch@gmail.com.
yeah, and if you guys have any,
appreciate it.
yeah, if you guys have any things that you want or that you're expecting to see at E3, and you might want us to check out and review or give our thoughts on, let us know.
Talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Bye.